Ready?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're back after not so epic week of fighting.
It was pretty epic.
But before we get into that, listen, big things coming. We're making big pushes on all social media platforms. Where are you at on Twitter right now?
5:15. 2 weeks.
I think we're at like 510 on Instagram right now and sitting at 450 and trending north on YouTube. So like, subscribe, share, please. Let's go. The more you guys interact with our stuff and follow us, the more things we'll be able to do. It benefits everybody. So thank you. Thank you for continuing supporting us.
All right.
Where we started at this week.
What a weekend of UFC.
Like, honestly, the whole card's next, to be honest with you. We'll talk about it because we have to. The whole card
There's not much of a week.
is a hard neck.
I actually didn't mind it.
How dare you?
I did watch the whole thing. Like, Francisco Trinaldo will start there with Bobby Green.
Didn't watch that.
Bobby Green got robbed, in my opinion. But it is what it is. How can you not talk about Tracy Cortez getting a unanimous decision?
She looked good. And she looked good, if you know what I'm saying.
Good.
But
I think that might be my next interview me up.
Cortez MMA, she came off of Dana White looking for a fighter.
She's my new favorite MMA woman wrestler.
Good friend of Rachel Ostovich. I think she undefeated, isn't she?
Yeah.
She was fighting in Invicta, I think.
Yeah.
Came over to the big leagues. Hopefully she's at what, 115? I think she's at
115, yeah.
Maybe she can make a splash. We'll see.
Oh no, sorry, 135.
What?
You can't have a booty like that and walk around and be 130 and 115.
Well, all right.
If you've seen the pic. All right. Actually, my favorite fight of the card was, just because I'm a fan, was James Krause.
Didn't see this one.
He's on he beat the crap out of Sergio Moraes in third round TK or knockout.
He's on like a 6-fight win streak.
Yeah, he's on a tear.
And he's quietly just destroying people.
Good names.
What do you think's next for Krause?
Give him a top 10.
Yeah, Krause.
Give him a top 10.
Top 10?
Maybe like a Mike Perry, actually, even.
Again, it's another guy that no one cares about. Krause, unfortunately.
He's good, and he's beat our local Sam Stout.
Oh yeah, who else? Who else didn't beat Sam Stout?
That's true.
Shout out to the Hands of Stone. I mean Roberto Duran. Nothing.
Holy man, 2-fight knockout straight. I can't believe I'm saying that, but Charles Oliveira.
So that's his 15th stoppage win, and that's his second knockout. Honestly, I was into it. I'm like, Oliveira, you look good, and then he picked up the microphone, and then I just wanted to like squeeze my eyes, just like push through them. I couldn't believe this guy made me ultimate cringe. Ultimate cringe. How dare you call out Conor McGregor? Nobody knows who you are, bro. Who are you? Who are you?
That's true.
Charles Oliveira.
He's a beast, though.
Man, I saw this meme of Charles Oliveira. It's like there's like a life cycle of Charles. It's like he does good, and like the better he does, it's like cool. He reaches the mountain. I think he's knocked out bad.
Yeah.
He does good, reaches the mountain, knocked out bad. So he had the biggest win of his career. Now he's gonna get knocked out bad.
I don't know if it's the biggest win.
No, not like opponent wise, but performance wise.
Yeah, because he's coming off 2 knockouts.
Yeah,
which is weird because he's a submission guy, so he's looking nice. But give him Paul Felder rematch next.
He doesn't want those problems.
Again?
The Irish Dragon body kick all night.
He knocked him out already.
He knocked out Felder.
No, Oliveira already knocked him out.
Yeah,
Oliveira got knocked out already.
Exactly. He doesn't want those problems.
Elbows.
The Irish Dragon, baby. The Irish Dragon.
Then we had the light heavyweight fight. I don't know what to say about this fight. I think
it's terrible.
I don't know how you could really get Shogun that fight.
What's the dude's name? Craig?
Paul Craig.
Dominated the first round.
I think he won the fight.
Paul Craig?
Yeah.
No. Hell no. How? Please explain.
He just got... The first one was the most definitive, and I gave him the second round.
But it was a 10-9. It wasn't a 10-8.
It's true.
And how do you give him the second round? That was definitely Shogun's best round, was the second round.
I guess we can see it as a draw, though.
It was terrible. But, I mean, if anybody won the fight, it was definitely Shogun. Like, it wasn't really hard to tell. He just held Craig on his back for, like, 2 rounds.
He might have held him, but he wasn't doing much off the ground.
Craig was, like, holding onto his leg. Like, bro, nobody cares, man. Like, we get it, you're a jiu-jitsu guy, but this is a fight, bro. Get off your back. What are you doing? He literally just stayed there. And just let Shogun just kept jumping back into his guard. Terrible.
I don't want to see a rematch.
Terrible.
They'll probably make it happen.
I mean...
This time as a 5-round main event.
This isn't 2002, man. Like, nobody's trying to see Shogun fight anymore. Like, How is this guy in the top 10 in the division in 2019?
Top 14.
And he's only 36.
That being said, we do have a fan right now who I've talked to is a huge Shogun fan. So we got to say we like old Shogun, not new Shogun.
Prime Shogun is a savage, but like we're a decade past for this. Like it's long gone, long gone.
Absolutely, and he's only 37.
He's only 36.
36, something like that.
Bro,
yeah.
He's 4 years younger than Michael Bisping, and Michael Bisping's announcing fights.
Michael Bisping looks good too.
It's crazy.
Main event. John Blachowicz versus Ronaldo Souza.
What are we learning here, Brady?
That if you're a middleweight and you go up, you're going to get John Blachowicz.
Stay away from that Polish monster. I mean, it was a terrible fight.
Yeah.
But he's stealing these middleweight souls.
He's literally beating all the good middleweights. Like, what's happening?
Well,
but he's getting a whole bunch of names.
Jacare is 40 years old this week. Okay? He's not getting any younger. His best days are past him. How is Jacare younger than Shogun? Or older than Shogun? Explain that to me for a second.
It's true.
What? Okay, anyways, back to the point.
I was literally watching that fight, and I think I missed a whole round looking at my phone just because I was tweeting and it was
terrible. It was terrible.
I did give it 3 rounds to John Blachowicz.
I honestly didn't watch the fight.
I just, you know what? People were like, Souza actually got robbed or something like that, and I'm like, all he did was hold him against the fence. He didn't do anything else. So do you win a fight by holding a guy there?
I can't believe we're still talking about UFC Sao Paulo. But anyways, John Blachowicz got the win. I guess he's top 5 now.
Yeah.
He hasn't beaten a light heavyweight in a while, so let's throw that out there.
But he's beaten. He has some good light heavyweight wins. So
he lost to Corey Anderson.
But he's beaten
Alir Latifi, I think.
He's beaten Alir Latifi, Nikita Krylov.
That's nothing to write home about. That doesn't scream title shot.
I would like to see Glover Teixeira versus John Blachowicz next.
I don't care about either of them. I really don't care about either of them.
Neither of them are beating John Jones.
No, okay, like Corey Anderson, you're legit. You're not beating John Jones. Dominic Reyes, you're legit. You have less of a chance of beating John Jones. Johnny Walker, your head just got decapitated. Anthony Smith's a real dude. He took a beating and just came back and beat Alex Gustafsson, so I respect him. Thiago Santos is a beast. Those 2 dudes came up from middleweight and they did well. They're also 30 years old.
And you know what's funny is they're the 2 guys who've done the best since coming up, and they weren't even top 15 at middleweight. Or Thiago Santos was.
The difference is they're so much younger and they're that much bigger. Like Thiago and Anthony Smith are massive.
Yeah, they were fighting.
There's no way they should have been at middleweight.
Thiago Santos also put on a lot of weight.
Weidman and Souza definitely are middleweights. Like Rockhold definitely probably should have been at light heavyweight, but the years of just taking beatings at middleweight, it's gone.
He has Bisping problems.
He's got Bisping problems. But
he has to live with that.
It doesn't matter where he goes now because he's taken so many shots he just can't take anymore. The man's made of glass.
Yeah, but these middleweights just need to stop going up.
History is definitely repeating.
They were trying to make, I think.
At the end. All right, Brady, what do you got?
All right, so we do have some BFK, or is it BKFC 9?
Bro, get it right. Show respect to the ultimate combat sport. All right?
All right.
Don't disrespect
we had the main event. There wasn't anything too much under the card, but we do have Jason Knight stopping Artem in the 5th round.
Did you watch it?
He dominated him the whole fight.
I had it 2-2 going into the 5th. I had Jason Knight winning the first 2 rounds. I had Artem winning the 3rd and the 4th. But that being said, Jason Knight put on a clinic on his ass.
Yeah.
Every time Artem stepped in, because Artem's a shorter fighter, he's got to come forward. Counter left hand every time. Artem's throwing these winging shots, bang, left hand. He stepped around and hit him with angles. I've never seen that kind of like actual boxing ability in BKFC. I was impressed with Jason Knight.
And he got in a street fight like a week ago, didn't he?
I don't know how recent that was, but yeah, he got in a fight in a fast food restaurant with 2 dudes.
That's insane.
He's a little nuts. But anyways.
He's an ex-drug addict.
What, like, BKFC, man? Like, it's kind of, like, I don't know how I feel about it.
You know what? They just lost their face to their company, though.
Artem couldn't have, no.
He's been the...
He's 2-0. Like, what do you mean the face of the company? He had 2 fights.
They said that at the last press conference.
That's a shame, no. No.
He did beat Paulie Malignaggi.
First of all, say his name right.
Paulie
Malignaggi.
The guy gets his girls
and
stolen.
He got robbed. That was a robbery. Paulie won that fight with
didn't.
one hand. It wasn't even close. It was easy to score. 3 rounds to 2. Anyways,
end of the day, Paulie lost.
Artem Lobov. If Artem Lobov is your business plan, it's not going anywhere. There's got to be something else there. He's 33 years old. He's 13 and 14. 13 and 14 in MMA. So, I mean, it's not going anywhere. Short-sighted. Not much money being made.
Do you want to talk about the big signee that this got? Oh my god. I would like to see this
Are we
guy.
talking about big as in dollars or big as in pounds? Because I'm not sure where you're going with this.
I just want to see this guy get teed off on.
Are you going to announce who it is, or are you going to keep talking about it?
The Iranian Hulk.
Guy, I can't pronounce his name. I'm not
I'm
even
not
going
going
to
to try either.
try. I don't know how he can put his arms down, to be honest with you. Like, he's up like this.
I guarantee I will put $100 on with someone if they want to bet me on here, comment below, that he gets knocked out his first fight.
Tim Sylvia called him out after signing.
I think what they're going to do is they're going to give him Gabriel Gonzaga.
I was thinking about that too. But
Gabriel would tee off on
the thing is, if you give him somebody like Tim Sylvia or Gabriel Gonzaga, they're obviously paying him decent money because it's like big news that he got signed. So they kill him off in their first fight. Like, it doesn't make sense. Maybe give him like the dude's like 6'1", 325 pounds, I think. Like, you got to feed him a small heavyweight so that he can just kill him in the first round.
He's not going to be able to win. You're going to, like, you would probably tee off on him.
Dude, okay. I'm not here to say nothing about that. But my point is, if you're paying an asset, I'm assuming for
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You can't have him lose his first fight in the sport.
But to me, he can lose to anybody because I just don't see how this guy can fight. He'd be a block. He'd be, you know what? I say go call up Butterbean.
What about Bigfoot Silva? He's coming off a bad loss.
Like 20 of them. That's, I guess.
He's got some problems.
If they want to give him a name that he can knock out, I guess. He's not really a name anymore.
I don't know. I'd like to see the Iranian get knocked out, though. Because, like, clearly this sport doesn't care about drug testing. Let's be honest. Clearly, everybody's sticking needles in their ass.
Yeah. Is there a commission on for it?
They're not even allowed in most states. I think there's like 6 states that
Take this in. How about this? We got Iranian Hulk versus Bob the Sap.
Why don't we have him fight a walrus? Like, why don't we bring in a rhinoceros? Like, why don't we unbury? Like,
Paul Heyman don't fight in BKFC.
Let's dig up a T-Rex and we'll have him fight that. Like, what are we doing here? Like, is he gonna go in the water next and fight a whale? Like, what's this guy? He's not even a human being.
End of the day, this is what's gonna happen. It's gonna be Iranian Hulk versus the Beast Brock Lesnar.
Next,
who'd win that fight?
I'm not answering that. Next.
All right, we got some Bellator this weekend, but I want to go and talk about the main, or we'll talk about Bellator that passed.
Oh yeah, so there was a card on Friday night. I don't know what number it was. I think it was like 233 or something.
But Sergey lost to Linton Vassell
badly in his heavyweight debut.
He fought it last. Linton Vassell fought a heavyweight his last fight, and he lost.
Oh, anyways, the Vassell looked nice, man.
Yeah.
The way that he flattened him out in that second round, it was just landing shots. That was something out of a horror movie, man. I felt bad for Karatanov. Karatanov cut off of a big win, too, against Mitrio. But,
Vassell with contendership.
Hey, they did that over in Israel. That's kind of cool, man. I like that. I think Mr. Van Zandt fought as well. Got another win. I think he's still undefeated as well.
Undefeated?
That's pretty much all I got to say about
that. Guy's always going to be undefeated. He can't lose.
Why?
He just can't lose.
Whenever he loses,
he gets to go home and win.
That's when Paige Van Zandt leaves him. Whenever he gets the L.
You think so?
100%. What's next?
All right, we got some MVP this weekend.
Right, MVP. So Bellator 230, whatever it is.
6, I think.
I think it's 35. I'm not sure. But
35 was this weekend.
We don't like the guy he's fighting on a Wikipedia page. They're probably bringing him in off of the subway. Doesn't even have a car. He might walk to the arena. Nobody knows. I guess we're trying to rebuild him. He's had like 2 cans since the Lima fight, right? One can. So this is his second can.
Hopefully Dan Miragliotta isn't the referee for this fight.
Hopefully he doesn't kill this guy. It's not safe for them to put this guy in there with guys like this, man. Like, what he did to Cyborg, man? It's not safe for him to fight these guys. It's not responsible. MVP, get it done. I'll watch you kill him, man. And then hopefully you fight maybe Lima again. I'm in. It was a good fight before he got knocked out.
Even rocked Lima. All right.
Good. Ready?
Yep. All right. So we got a big fight this weekend since we needed it.
Thank God, man. What was the last big fight? Logan Paul? We need to roll this out, man. Let's go. What do you more?
Was that a big fight? I guess.
To you and me, no.
Yeah.
To the world,
Yeah.
it was huge.
But we got Wilder versus Ruiz Ortiz.
Why are you saying it like that? Wilder Ortiz too? You're not excited for this?
No, I am excited because I know Ortiz is going to win this time.
Okay, I'm gonna need some explanation there.
I think he takes a decision this time because he was really beating up.
You don't think he can stop him?
Wilder? Stop Wilder?
You don't think Ortiz can stop Wilder this time?
If he connects on him. I just think it's going to look like the first fight, but there's not going to be a knockout. That's just my prediction.
See, man, I keep going back and forth. Here's my thoughts.
And Ortiz looks like in shape this time.
This is what I'm saying. When the fight got announced, I was really not happy about it because I'm like, we just had Wilder Fury. Okay, Fury went and fought a can.
Mm-hmm.
Wilder went and fought Brazil, a glorified can. Then we assume after they have that fight, they build their status, they're ready to go. We're going to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
No, we have Fury goes and fights Wallin, gets a terrible cut. And now Wilder takes this fight 3 months before he's supposed to fight Fury again in February? It just doesn't really make sense. So I was pretty mad about that because I really, I need this Wilder fight. But hold on, before I continue. Bomb Squad, baby. Bomb Squad. You know what it is. But yeah, so I wasn't happy with that. Ortiz hasn't looked great in the 3 opponents that he's beat since the Wilder fight. Wilder's looked fantastic. Almost knocking out Tyson Fury and dismantling Brazil in 1 round.
It's either going to look like Ortiz wins, I think, by decision, or you're going to see Wilder's going to look like what he did to Stavern in the second fight.
Yeah,
where he just comes back and he looks
video game style knockout. But then I started thinking hey man, Ortiz took him right to the brink. Let's be honest, that was Wilder's hardest fight to date, without a bar.
That's why I don't get why he take it.
It doesn't make sense. But then I look again. I'm like, okay, he was 40 years old when they fought. Some people say he was 50. Nobody really knows how old he was. So he was 40 then. So now he's 41, maybe 62. Nobody knows. So I'm like, okay, now I'm back to okay, I'm not really excited about this fight. Then I see pictures of the shape he's in. Now I'm back excited about this fight. It's I keep going back and forth. Right now, I'm pumped. Wilder, Ortiz, we have 2 of the most devastating punchers in the division. We've already seen them fight once. It was great. It's not what we want. It's not Joshua, Wilder, Fury, Wilder, but it's close. Mm-hmm. It's close.
Ruiz is actually a top 5 heavyweight.
See, man, I need to rate Ruiz, and in my rankings, I have him rated 3rd, but in my head, I just can't fathom him as a top elite heavyweight. I can't see him beating Dylan White. Can't see him beat Wilder, Fury. And I really don't see him beating AJ in the rematch, but he's already beat AJ, so it's I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's it? That's all you have to say?
Yeah, pretty much. I got Ortiz by
I haven't made a pick
decision. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Ortiz by a decision. Unanimous or split?
Unanimous.
So Wilder stopped him in the 11th last time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Almost gets knocked out in the 7th. He was on skates. I think Wilder gets it done earlier this time.
We'll see.
I think Wilder is he's gotten better, man. Since that fight, he learned a lot. He knows how he can take a shot. He took hell of a shot.
Mm-hmm.
I got Wilder 8th round knockout.
All right, we'll see.
I think he knocks a 62-year-old man out this time.
So Connor's allowed to, but he's not.
He's getting paid for this one. It's fine. It's a different game.
We do have some announcements this week. We do have AJ Ruiz's purses.
Okay.
That you wanted to talk about?
Yeah. So AJ,
which is an announcement, but
not a fight announcement, Brady. But nice try. So Joshua and Ruiz's purses got released today. Joshua is making $85 million. And Ruiz 13 million. That's guaranteed. That's before a single pay-per-view is bought. It's before their sponsors, endorsements, everything.
Mm-hmm.
What? What is this? Bro, they're taking that oil money, man.
Yeah.
They sold out hard with the Saudi Arabia fight.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Ruiz is that's enough for him, I think, right now.
Well, he made 6 in the first fight, so he's doubling it and more.
Yeah, because he's not the draw still, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. But look at his Instagram, bro. He's got like almost 2 million followers.
Wow.
He popped off, man. Mexico got behind him, and even though he's American. I mean, I guess you do what you got to do. They're gonna take the money. I don't know how you get hungry. Like, how does this guy wake up and want to train when he's got 85 million guaranteed?
He could retire.
Doesn't have to fight again in his life. He made 30 off of the first fight. I think it was Marvin Hagler said it's hard to get up in the morning when you're sleeping in silk sheets or something like that.
That's true.
So I don't know.
True.
I don't know, bro. I'm worried. 85 million's a little. Got some question marks.
Should have gave him $1 million.
Fight for free. All right, just get those belts back.
Don't let a fat guy beat you twice.
He literally lost to the kid from Up. Next, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Up and away. Askren retired this week. What do you think? Without disrespecting him too much.
Well, let's be honest, man. He's not UFC quality. We know this.
I wouldn't say.
I don't want to hear that he was old. I don't want to hear it. He came over at 34 years old.
Did you watch Damian Maia?
I watched the highlights. Damian Maia was 41 years old.
I think he would be great as like an announcer.
Robbie Lawler was 37 years old. George Masvidal was the same age as him. It's not like he was fighting like 24-year-old, 26-year-old, 27-year-old young lions. So this argument that if he came over when he was younger, yeah, physically he would be in his prime, more relative to what he is now.
Either way, he gave us a hell of a year.
But
good highlights.
He fought guys his age and older, and he still lost.
But he does have Robbie Lawler on his record.
Yeah, okay. The world knows the truth.
But yeah, thank you. I was a fan. I'll be buying Marshall a funky shirt.
I bought into the hype way too much. His Terry Fox hype got to me. Looks like Napoleon Dynamite and Terry Fox. He's not a good fighter. He's a wrestler. There's never been more of a one-dimensional. Bro, I've never seen someone come into the UFC so hot and just fall off so hard.
Overeem.
Like, no. How
Overeem got Brock Lesnar in his first fight.
Bro, Overeem fought monsters and he's up and down wins. Nothing good has happened to Ben Askren since he's been in the sport. In the nothing. Okay, he beat Lawler, but everyone's like question mark. Literally nothing's happened to this guy. And then what? He got his life changed by George Masvidal, and then he gets a favorable matchup in Singapore on a ESPN Plus that nobody's gonna watch, and he still couldn't get it done. I don't know, man. I've never seen someone just fizzle out so hard. Shout out to Ben Askren, I guess. Thanks for
the talk.
You for turning George Masvidal into a sensation.
He did give him a career. That's about it.
Oh, he's getting a hip replacement too.
Yeah,
which is terrible. That's awful, man. 34 years old, 34 going on 70. Him and Luis Ortiz in the same boat.
Oh my god! All right, we got some fight announcements this week though. We have Dylan White returning to the undercard of AJ. Who's he fighting?
They haven't announced it yet.
Oh
so.
boy!
Hey! He deserves a light touch. He fought Chisora twice. Lucas Brown was undefeated. Who else did he fight? Joseph Parker. He's been fighting monsters. Give him a little. It's fine. David Allen, I think, was in there too. He's been fighting everybody. Oh, Oscar Rivas for the interim WBC championship. If he fights Harvey Weinstein, that's fine. He's allowed to have a light touch.
Or if one of the people pull out, he can fight for the belt.
That whole card. Let's talk about that. That Ruiz Joshua card. So you got Ruiz Joshua at the top. Then you got Povetkin versus Michael Hunter, co-main event, another heavyweight fight. Then you got Dylan White, who with his to-be-announced opponent, another heavyweight fight. Then you got Eric Molina, who fought Joshua and Wilder, fighting, I think, an undefeated prospect, Herzegovina. I can't pronounce the name properly. But night of the heavyweights over there in Saudi Arabia, man. There are going to be some big knockouts. I like that.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Any other fight announcements? What?
Yeah, so we got some Derek Lewis versus Lira Latifi, which blows my mind.
Next.
Why is that next?
Don't make me go off on Latifi.
But why? That's what people want to see is you go off on Latifi.
How dare you do this to Lira Latifi? I don't even like the guy. But why would you do this to the
He's
guy?
coming off 2 losses.
This is a Chihuahua coming up against the Grim Reaper, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, God. All that's gonna be left is his skull on the mat when the fight's
It's a
done.
huge size difference.
It doesn't even make. He's a small light heavyweight. What are we doing?
We got Sandhagen versus Edgar. All right, so Edgar, you're gonna go to bantamweight. You're not gonna get an easy fight, but we're gonna give you a 5'11" weight bully from the division.
I think Sandhagen whoops him, man.
I think Sandhagen will win this fight. And Edgar retires.
It doesn't make sense. Why would they do this to him?
Give him a 5'11" guy.
What about Jose Aldo at 135? They could have done that. Aldo's down there. If Aldo beats Moraes, why not? That's a good fight for him.
Edgar?
Why not?
Third time?
Legends, man. It sells. Sandhagen, what you're gonna watch? That's it. You and 6 guys are gonna watch that. That's it. Nobody cares about Corey Sandhagen.
Brendan Schaub does.
Brendan Schaub does, but I mean, the average fan doesn't even know who he is.
He's gonna be a contender. He is a weight bully though, so I can't really get behind that too much. When you're 5'11" at 135, what do you think of that? Talk about it.
You and Luis Pena gotta go.
Oh, Luis Pena, don't even.
Y'all gotta go up to 205.
Don't even give me that.
I'm done with it. 205. Not even. You're jumping 4 classes.
135. Oh. All right.
All right, what do we got? Wrap it up.
I think we got one more headliner. We got Dos Santos versus Curtis Blades.
It's a good fight. I like that.
I do have Dos Santos by 3rd round knockout, but
You got Dos Santos. I got Blades by 2nd round knockout. TKO.
yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, that's not for a while. We'll get into that.
absolutely. I heard you got some big news for us.
Ooh, do we ever? So, this past week was in contact with former number 7 world ranked heavyweight contender Peter the Hurricane McNeely. So tomorrow, so this comes out Wednesday. So tomorrow for you guys, Thursday, we'll be doing the interview. We got lots of questions. Everybody's been excited. Got lots of messages and good positive feedback. People DM'd me a lot of things they want me to ask as well. And that'll be dropping. I'm assuming we'll have that out early next week. If you have any other questions, just keep shooting them my way. You got you'll have all Thursday, and they might make it onto the interview. Oh, what are we doing?
So who's that?
So we got Iron Mike Tyson took on Peter McNeely in I think it was
The way back.
November 1995. It was October or November 1995, and that was the magazine that came out after the fight. So the man made the cover of Ring Magazine, fought Mike Tyson. We're having him on the show. You're welcome.
All right.
Anything else?
That's it for today.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Bye,
We're
Rockstar.